place to be.
Bad
Everybody's
What
yelling.
you could do to make it better was sit in these 4 seats here.
I'm right near
Take
me.
action for yourself. I'm dealing with not having a smart board, and I'm running all over the building. And it's not going to be perfect, but have the grit to get what you can out of it. All right, so who votes the most according to this?
Old white people.
White people followed by African American people. How about
White,
Old, intelligent white people who make a lot of money.
65 who have advanced degrees that make 75.
Old, intelligent white people who make a lot of money.
right? So if you put all the categories together, Ariel figured it out. White people, and of men and women, women vote more. Of age groups, old people vote more.
Old, intelligent
The people with more education vote more, and the people who make more money vote more. Why is that?
Old, white, intelligent women who make a lot of money.
They don't have jobs.
Look at the income bracket.
They just were inherited that money. That's what I believe. They were inherited. They had a small loan of $1 million, and they're just sitting on their asses, so they have time to vote. And also, they don't want their money to go away, so they vote.
Well, that's income, not
All right, so
actual
absolutely, there's the crux right there. They're educated
income, though.
and they don't want their money to go away. I'm having a very hard time. Can I ask the back table to come up here because it's really hard for me.
I'm right here, man.
If it's all right with you, I can't hear that well.
I'm
so
here.
I don't know.
We're just hearing you, and it's
You're all right?
so it's easier.
Okay. So who votes and what are the main factors? So basically, I'm doing your FRQ for you. The main factors are socioeconomic status.
When
right?
do we get the FRQ question?
It's on Google Classroom.
Wait, what?
The code.
Can you see?
Okay, so never mind. David has that.
No, I don't.
Can you see?
Level of education. Efficacy is a term you should star. Tim, you really gotta take notes. Efficacy means how much faith you have in the process.
Once they go in and start asking me signals.
How much do you believe in democracy, basically?
I don't want you to be a person that we're actually
Hey CJ, what does FRQ do? Well, Miss Savina, what does the FRQ do?
What?
When does the FRQ do?
Monday. Should be pretty easy. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, well, you know what
Wait, I didn't get that
it
far.
really is
It's in Google Classroom.
I deleted that. I don't use it.
I still have it because of last year as such.
In terms of North and South, why do Northerners vote more than Southerners?
We're more intelligent, we're whiter, and
Whiter.
and we make more money.
Those are all correct answers.
Wait, we're not more white. What do you mean?
We are.
Wait, what?
That's
Wait,
I think that there's a well, if you look at you think of the South as being mostly white because of the plantation system, but look at cities like Atlanta, Georgia, or Charleston, North Carolina.
I thought those were gummy worms. You see those in the container?
You're no worm at our school. You're free pharmacy.
You guys are funny
What happens to the debate? I'm addressing Jay's hairline. So, setting people up.
My application received. My application is still in work out.
This is actually
Wait, when is the deadline's February 1st,
It's
right?
just got
For
some
what?
colors.
January 15th.
Yeah, the more boring it feels like the more.
Flip 3. See? Roman numeral 3.
Oh, Bing
Same thing, except I have a lazy cat
reasons
picture on
for
my
lower
notes.
voter turnout.
So,
Okay, I should have one more picture here. Where is it? Ah, it didn't show. There it is. Alright, so why don't people vote? Here's the reason.
Number one.
They, lack of good choices,
Just
or at
like
least
this
that's in their
election.
opinion.
Just like this election.
Okay, so getting registered blocks a lot of people from voting because it can be difficult, especially if you're older.
Man, I like coming early now. Just do it.
Apathy,
my package is
really
in
just
Illinois.
not interested.
It's in Illinois. It's
The
so far.
weather
You know how
seriously
long
makes
it
a
took for my
difference.
cleats to come? It was supposed to take 2 weeks. It took 2 months.
What?
It's on a Tuesday.
No, but
Tuesdays are
mine was
difficult.
coming
You have
one
to
week.
get up and go to work on
It's
Wednesday.
coming from California.
Mine was
Maybe we
mine was
should
coming
have
from
a
Nebraska.
national
So
like holiday, like
California. It's on the other side of the country. Just for a sword.
then why did mine take long?
Oh,
You
just have a
feel
local drought.
separated
And there's a winter storm too.
when you feel
Somehow it's still there.
alienated, you feel separated from.
And I have to return mine because the cleats don't fit. They're too big.
Yeah, from the whole process. You feel
And
like
Dick's
there's no
Sporting Goods
one,
in
you're not
Palisades have
part of
them,
it.
so
You
I
don't
feel
feel included. You don't feel like the country represents you in any way. You feel alienated by it. That's why Clinton had a hard time. So if you were going to write about this, you could talk about how she alienated young voters. She could not find a way to reach them. Oh, this is like Pokemon. Yeah, she made that Pokemon Go comment, and she like lost more people than she got. That is a perfect example. Now, could Ian include that in his essay? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God.
He said Pokemon go to the polls and then stop
You just
voting
have
for
to make
him.
sure you answer and exemplify each point. This is not a paragraph essay. It can be, but it's actually preferred by the readers. I would prefer to write. I mean, it's easier for me to read bullets, but I prefer for my students to write a nice essay. But they actually prefer to see the bullets so they can grade it fast. Do you guys know? Oh, where's Sophia? Shoot, I meant to tell her this. Where is your exam graded? What state? Yes, in Texas. I just mentioned that. So that you use some caution. Yep. They would yell at me, but I honestly, I still believe that's why I was at like a 5 on my AP. Oh, what'd you write about? I wrote about like pro-black stuff. Yeah, that's how I know that it's in Texas because like I cannot understand it. It was so good. When you get, I can't believe you didn't stop. All right, who needs the class? Oh, I have 3 students. Who needs the class code?
I do.
Lowercase d.
Lowercase d.
0.
Write it.
Lowercase g. 2. Lowercase x. 2. 0.
Yay. Google Classroom. Look at that long leg.
Oh wait.
You know what you call coffee? No, you know what you call coffee in Australia? You know what coffee is called in Australia? Long black.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's
What's it
called.
If you get
Long
stuck,
black.
email me.
I like that.
I know you do. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no paper. We have no paper in our school. I gotta modernize. So this topic is pretty obvious, but organizing what you know into cohesive thoughts and being able to exemplify it is really what you have to do. You know, people don't see the benefit in voting. How does this help me? The Electoral College is going to decide anyway. That's definitely a deterrent. But what about in local elections? In local elections, they don't feel like they know what's going on. They feel alienated from the process. some elections there's no competitors, so why bother to vote? The biggest one I have on this list is declining social contentedness. So you compare us to the 1950s, right? In the 50s, we were very pro-America. We had a very strong sense of nationalism, and that has declined. It declined with the Vietnam War. It declined with the Iraq War, and it continues to decline. Tell me when I can go on. Are you guys ready?
No.
So really, it's this lack of trust in government. Part of it's weird because the way we teach you U.S. history, right? When I first started teaching U.S. history, I was radical because I taught the Vietnam War as a conflict and that we lost. I was radical because I taught about resistance and slavery. I was radical because I spent a lot of time on the Trail of Tears. Now that's all incorporated into our history. We focus on the negative things we've done. And it does, in some ways it's a service, in some ways it's an injustice. Because it lowers people's sense of patriotism and desire to participate. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. This is the Motor Voter Act that I was talking about yesterday. In 1993, in order to try to increase voter participation, the government thought it would be cool if every single state had registration occurring in the Motor Vehicle Bureau. Because people have to go to the Motor Vehicle Bureau regularly anyway. Why not have them go there? Everybody knows where it is. It's local. There's one in every community. If you add registration in that same location, it became easier. You can also register at the post office, and nowadays you can register online. So this is answer to like part 3 or 4 of this thing.
What'd you say?
Wait, Miss Amino. Go back. Go back. No, wait. Yeah.
What? Just check me when you. Hold on, I mean,
That's why we are going to hear our videos.
I can't hear you like that.
Yo.
He's with all the cats. I'm bringing like all the cats. The bond vote was a success, and we have like millions of dollars at our disposal.
You have real cats. Alright. You guys got this from the first graphic, but this certainly clarifies it and unifies it. So demographics and voter turnout.
Who's white?
What I want you to do is tell me why. So you know this, you don't have to copy it. Higher income, why do they vote more?
Get more money. Keep their money.
Take their money, taxes.
Okay, excellent. They can afford to take a day off of work and they have more investment to worry about. What happens affects them more. Older people, why do they vote?
They have more time.
They have time, and what are they trying to protect?
Yeah, right.
Social.
Justice.
Yeah, put that down next to.
Fuck Social Security. Kill the old
Okay,
people.
they also have an interest group. What's their interest group?
Money.
Good, put that down next to old people. So they have AARP and they have Social Security to protect.
Medicare, Medicaid,
Well-educated people.
They don't want to get sued.
Well, educated people have jobs, and that means they have higher income, which means they can afford to take a day off.
to prevent anything in the presidency.
Okay. What white people, sort of, not by a huge margin.
Because they're already a majority of our country anyway.
You know, we're talking about percentage of white people.
Yo, that's so funny. You know what's so funny? It's like, it's
There you
like,
go. Okay.
sorry, Damon.
Alright, let's think about that. If she writes that, how can she write that for a Texas audience? Okay.
Everybody goes to Texas. See, I can't say things like that. I didn't even.
She had to put that word in there. Disenfranchised. No, it's perfect. It's a variety of people. People from all over the country meet in Texas to grade the essays. But you have to imagine we're the most liberal people in the state of New York, in the most liberal state, next to California. So, all right. Why was voter turnout higher for Obama than any other election?
He was
In the
black.
20th century.
Because he was black.
Come on, you got to say something better than that.
Because he was African American.
And you have to say something more than that.
Because his ethnicity was African American.
Because he had a good voice.
Okay. What did he do? Put this in fancy terms. This is where the BS comes in. Let me hear a little BS.
Because he was black.
You said why people voted for Obama?
Why did more people vote during his election than any other?
Because it was historically, it was Atlanta.
Okay, which
The first black president.
motivated people?
That's not good for
Absolutely.
him.
You can say his nomination motivated voters because it was so significant to have an African American running for office. And but I wouldn't leave out his message. If he didn't have it, Hillary was the first woman. People didn't flock to vote for her, right? In the same numbers. So it was you can't say.
Obama was a better speaker and he appealed more.
There you go. Right. I mean, think about it. If what's his name, Carson, had been the first black man to run for president, would people have voted for him? The surgeon guy?
Yes.
No.
He was not.
Okay, so I think President Obama deserves a little bit more kudos than just that he was a black man, right? You have to talk about his message was motivating. Okay. Here's the question. Should voting be mandatory?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't necessarily can't because then people will randomly vote for people and then we might have someone who's not qualified to win.
Okay.
But it's like someone who's completely like at the public page might just win because people randomly vote for them. Because people won't do actually pay attention to what's going on.
Maybe.
For the president election, it might not be as bad, but for the 2011 senators and the local officials, that will be a lot worse.
Alright, so how do we compare to other countries? Ready? Take your phones out.
Other countries have to vote,
Okay.
and they have to pay a
I want
fine
you
if
to
they
find
don't.
out, how do we compare to Italy? Go.
We're better than the very big. I'll check on Facebook. Except
What
Netherlands.
percentage of the Italian population votes?
We should
I'll tell you
compare
what,
it
you
to.
guys do Italy? Can I have somebody do Australia, please?
Ooh, mate, I got you.
Okay. Italy, Australia, let's do Germany. And how about Great Britain? Maya, can you look at Great Britain?
Like Great Britain, they
It
send
was
you that voting
68.5 for Italy.
Okay, so wait, how do we compare 68.5 to
94% in Australia.
Here, come on up. If you got one, come on up here. Come on up.
I want you to know.
Come on up. I need you. I got Italy. What Germany come up with? 26.1%. Come on up here.
That's not all.
What? Did we get
Oh
Germany?
wait, but this was a once a thing. Like you would
You
look
guys did.
forward.
I got to put you in order. So what are you? Italy? 66?
Wait, no, it depends though. Cause like 60 before the last time was 50. And the time before that was 30. So they had to go.
What are you? Alright.
So am I 66?
Where's
Oh,
Germany?
68?
Ian, come on up here, be the US.
Who's the US?
What's Germany? Okay. Put Germany up here, she's 71%.
What are you? Oh,
Yeah,
damn!
94, you're at the end.
Whoa! Got it. Well, Australia has the things if they don't vote, they have penalties, so it's not fair. I'm 68, so.
Alright.
Alright, calm down.
Of the developed nations, why are we the lowest one way down there playing with the smart board?
Because we're not mandatory to vote.
Okay, so one, we're lazy. Two, we haven't connected. Laziness is part of it, but you can say people
Make it sound intelligent.
people feel alienated from the electoral process. Some people think that maybe the fact that we have the electoral college makes people feel alienated because you can end up with an election where the candidate who wins the popular vote doesn't win the electoral college, doesn't win the presidency. And we now have another example for that. But if you look at the developed nations, we are the absolute lowest, which makes no sense. It's ironic because we started the whole idea. We are the first to have a democracy. We have the longest running democracy. So why is Australia 98%?
Do they have like the laws that if you don't, you have to pay a fine and whatnot?
Yes, you have to
That
pay
would
a
be why.
$25 fine if you don't vote.
I knew that.
Do you think that's democratic?
No.
Why not?
We're gonna grow. What if you're at a lower income?
Is choosing not to vote a statement of is that part of freedom of speech?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
choosing.
not in Australia.
Right, not in Australia. We don't have mandatory voting because we look at mandatory voting as taking away one mechanism of freedom of speech. Yes, he's absolutely right.
I'm not even in this class.
Great Britain mails the ballot home, so they do better. Germany's just very officious and has a high level of efficacy. And Italy's usually high. I don't know why he got a variety of numbers, but Italy's pretty high because Italians get very passionate and involved with politics. So here we are, the leader of the free world, and we have the lowest voter turnout. That's what I would put in my essay. All right, guys, you can have a seat.
Oh, wait, one more thing. I won the debate yesterday, just in case any of you were wondering. I feel like I should announce that.
Okay, next week's debate, Kim, what's the topic?
Wait, who won?
Affirmative action.
Can we just pick a topic?
I know, but which one do you want?
I want to do a good one.
Did someone call me, Lindsay? You call me? Wait, thanks.
Let's put the, take out your votes and join Google.
I won the debate. Yeah, I did. By multiple votes. And yours shouldn't even have counted, but with yours, he got 30. You know she didn't vote for me because my hands were shaking? Yeah. According to your papers, that was the only, I lost by 1 point, and that one point was lost because my hands were shaking. So I'm just glad to know that you judge Buchanan and how your hands are shaking. He literally movements off the phone. Calm yourself. I can't wait. I cannot wait till you debate. I'm gonna be like, not just for not to start, handshake, make eye contact, -4. That's gonna be on your video.
Alright, Jordan, I want to see your names.
I'm gonna make it my business. Make sure you lose.
I've got Ariel, Sierra, Daniela, Javen, Carlisha, that's it.
Jet was with me.
No, I'm here.
Oh, I joined. Okay, never mind. Wait, what's the debate topic for next week?
We're doing this first.
Oh.
Are you joining?